bookings, and two, how to keep your bookings once you get them. So you pick the booking activity, you've mastered it, you're getting all these bookings, but you don't want people to reschedule or cancel, so what are we going to do about that? But first of all, you just saw a couple different booking activities to help you get the shows. Now I'm going to talk about how to keep them. However, I want to first discuss your attitude toward bookings. Many of us struggle with getting bookings, okay? Or at some point in our business we've struggled. But many of our struggles can be attributed mainly to our attitude about asking for bookings. In fact, I really hate that terminology altogether. Asking for bookings, getting people to book a show, that doesn't sound fun at all. If you are using phrases like book a show or have a party, just cut them out of your vocabulary. It's going to be hard. I catch myself doing it all the time, but try. Okay? I want you to say things like, hey, let's have a fun girls' night. Can I give you a night that's all about you? Let's do a style session. How about a wardrobe makeover where you and a couple of your girlfriends bring your favorite spring outfits and we'll accessorize? Can I give you a free shopping spree on me? All those things sound so much more fun than do you want to book a show? Do you know what I mean? Same idea. Now when you're talking to us fellow jewelry ladies, go ahead and use that lingo, but try not to use it with your potential hostesses and stay away from words that are overused, have negative connotations to them, and that just don't sound like fun in general. So most of us do not like getting on the phone for anything, let alone asking for bookings. And that's especially dreaded activity. But with the right attitude about bookings, that can get a lot easier. This is the same for jewelry shows. Many times a jeweler is so enthusiastic during her home show until it gets to the booking activity. Then their whole attitude and their demeanor changes, and you can just tell that they don't like this part of the show, that they're just trying to get through it, okay? And shaking your heads like, yeah, that's me sometimes, all right? But that has to do with your mindset. Many jewelers have the mindset that when they're asking someone to book a show, that they're asking people to do favors for them. And if this is your mindset, I want you to change it. Most women are supporters. We want to help others. We don't like to ask for things and favors for ourselves. And we want to give back to other people. So when you're asking someone to host a girls' night, you're not asking them for a favor for yourself. You're asking to do them a favor. We're a service industry, okay? We're direct service. I don't like to say direct sales because we provide a service. And we offer an amazing service. We offer an opportunity for girls to have a fun girls' night that's all about them. How often do you get a night that's all about you? We bring our amazing jewelry and provide a fun night of fashion tips and tricks for them and their friends. And if that wasn't enough, they get on average $200 to $250 in free jewelry for just inviting over a few girlfriends. Who wouldn't want to do that? When you start thinking of the women in your life that love fun and jewelry, that you could offer this amazing service to, I bet your list just got 10 times as long. I did this with a new jeweler. She just had 15 people she felt comfortable asking for favors, aka close friends and family. So stick with your close friends and family. You're never going to get out of your close friends and family. You need to get out of the box. And I said, start thinking about the women that you know who love jewelry and love to have fun, that you could offer this amazing service to, and she went from 15 names to 125. All right, so start thinking, and notice I said offer, not ask. It's just a key word, but that can make a big thing. We are all like to be generous and give to others. Jewelry shows are fun. Ladies get a ton of free stuff, and it's an opportunity for us to bless others and even change somebody's life. Whose life has been changed because somebody talked to them about Premier in this room? And somebody said this to me the other day. When you're looking for people, there are women just like you who are out there that want Premier, and they're looking for you. So you have to go out and find them because they don't know they're looking for you. You have to go find them. So change your attitude and your thinking, and the bookings are going to come. So now that you saw a couple of fun booking ideas and you have a new attitude, now let's talk about how to keep them, all right? The key to, and this is my process, okay? I'm not telling you that this is the only process or you have to do all of these things. I've evolved it over 3.5 years and I'll probably keep changing it, but it is really working for me right now, so I'm just gonna share it with you. The key to getting bookings and keeping them is building relationships. Once you get out of your friend and family circle, most of your hostesses will be people that you barely know. They're not going to have any loyalty to you, okay, or feel the reason to keep their show if they don't have a relationship, all right? This relationship building begins the second that guests walk in the door at a home show. Each person who walks in is a potential hostess or a potential jeweler. You don't want to be at your jewelry table still setting up when the guest's there. You need to be the first thing that they see when they walk in the door. Hi, my name is Erica, I'm the jewelry lady, and I just love that scarf, okay? Find something to compliment them. Helping them at the jewelry, finding things out about them. Do they have kids? What do they do for a living? How do they know the hostess? Find all that out before you even sit down, and then you can even reference it during the show or at checkout when you're having that relationship building time. Do not be the silent shadow hanging out by your jewelry show table that pops out when it's time to do the presentation. This is not going to make them like you or want to be your hostess. If you start building that relationship from the minute they walk in the door, they're more likely to book. Most of my shows, one thing that I said, are with strangers. Stranger danger, nobody invites strangers into their home, so you can't be a stranger. You have to make them your friend, and you don't have a lot of time to do it. So make it fast, especially at a big show. My current calendar is mainly made of these strangers. So here are some tips that I do once I meet somebody brand new. First of all, at the jewelry show, I know you hear this, but so many of us still don't do it, get an actual date. I set up a separate area for checkout. That's where I bring my surveys and my calendar and all that, so I have some private one-on-one time with them. And I do not let somebody who decided to book walk away without giving me a date. Here's what I would, something like, well, call me tomorrow, or I'll check with my husband first, or I need to check my calendar, left it at home. Okay, they're gonna say those things. Here's what you can say. Listen, I totally understand that, but Diane's not gonna get her bonus tonight if I don't get that date from you. So can I just pencil one of these in, and I'll call you tomorrow, and we can confirm if that works. If we need to change it, that's totally fine, but I just need to get something penciled in tonight. What time can I give you a call tomorrow? All right, and figure out that exact time you're gonna call them. But understand, you completely get it, but get a date, okay? Don't be too sympathetic, just act like it, okay? And I also make notes in my planner of how I met them, okay? Like I'll put like so-and-so's jewelry show, or maybe has twins, or works for this, because if they're booking a few months out, I've had times where I had to call somebody and say, who are you? Okay, and it's really embarrassing. All right, so it's easy to forget somebody. You'd like to think you'd never forget somebody, but when you're doing dozens of shows, you're gonna walk. I've walked to a party before and couldn't remember which one was the hostess. That's not good, okay? So try not to do that, all right? Make it, you really gotta to do something. Number 2, so this is gonna be 10 things. That was number 1, get a date, all right? Number 2, a guest list. I'm a firm believer in invitations. I know we try to get away with just doing Facebook or just doing text invites, but I really focus on the guest list. And my guest list idea I did not make this up. I stole it straight from Nancy Gerald. But I always give them something the night of a jewelry show. If they're booking 2, 3, 4 months out, I'm probably not giving them a hostess packet that night, but I am going to give them something. And what I always give, if they are booking close, then I'll give them their hostess packet and briefly go over that with them. I don't consider that hostess coaching though. I'm just giving them the packet that night, all right? But when they do book, whether they're booking 8 months out or next month, I always give them a self-addressed envelope with a set of sticky labels in there. They're just like the Avery 32-a-page sticky labels. I like them because they can just be peeled right off and stuck on a postcard instead of me having to write it, okay? And then I say to them, hey, what's your name again? Eileen, I'm so excited that you're having a jewelry show with me, and we're gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna do all the work for you and make this so easy for you. I know how busy you are, so I'm even gonna take care of doing your invitations for you, and all I need from you are the addresses so I can send them. And I know it might seem crazy because your show's not for a couple months, but I know, once again, how busy you are. So if you can just get this done for me right away, then it's off your plate, and I have it saved for you when it's time to do your party. What day this week do you think you could get these done for me?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Perfect. I'm just going to write right in here the date of complete for Erica by Wednesday, smiley face, okay? And I give that to her. Also, this is going to secure that date so that I know that this party's really happening, because you know that I told you in the beginning I rely on Premier for my income. So when I get this little pink envelope, I know that we're really partying together, okay? That was super friendly and not pushy, but they know that I'm serious, okay? It's also You make it, I'm doing this for you, it's all about you. I didn't ask her, do you want me to do your guest list? Do you want me to mail invitations? And I'm gonna do this for you, this is how I do this, I'm gonna take care of it for you. It's just a lot different than saying, do you want? Because do you want means, I'd rather just do Facebook. And that means low attendance at your jewelry show. Okay, number 3, thank you email. The next day, I have like a little form email that I just typed up. It just says, thank you for coming to so-and-so's jewelry show. It was so nice to meet you. You know, if you're ever, if you didn't book a girl's, talking about if you're still interested in booking a party, you can. Just a friendly thank you email. And I just send it out the next day. I copy and paste it into a new email and put all the email addresses in. And I get them off my surveys, not off my order forms, because not everybody who comes to the party bought, or maybe they went on an order together or something, but you should thank everybody who was there, not just the people that bought, because maybe one of them is still thinking about ordering or possibly booking, or maybe even being there. Number 4, a thank you text. Anybody who booked a party, the very next day I put them into my phone, and I send them a thank you text message and a save the date. And this is what the text will sound like. Hey Tara, this is Erica, the jewelry lady we met last night at Diane's jewelry show. It was so nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to your girls' day on April 3rd at 5 o'clock. We are going to have a blast. I'm attaching the save the date text message along with this message that you can go ahead and text out to your friends right now so they can mark that date on their calendar. All right? And I just have a pre-made, I used Pic Collage, and I just made a simple save the date thing on Pic Collage, and then every time I just change the date on it and send that to my new hostess so she can send that out right away. And there's a chance, if she is texting it to people, she might already know right away that the next day she's got people coming. That's going to already keep her excited about her show. And I also encourage them to save me in their phone. All right. Number 5, become Facebook friends. I do friend all my hostesses, and I add them to my private hostess and customer group. And that's nice because you can watch what's happening in their life. You can comment on it. And try to comment on things that are not just jewelry related, like, oh, your dog looks so cute in that picture, or congrats on your new granddaughter, or whatever. But that's just an easy way for us to use social media to build relationships. And then they get to see your stuff, and you're constantly in their mind as well. So just make sure that if you're using Facebook for business, though, that you're keeping your posts professional. Okay? And I don't mean they don't have to be about business, but they're not like ranting and raving about the horrible experience you had with Comcast or something like that. Okay? Comcast. I'm sorry. Number 6, thank you cards. I send a thank you postcard to each of my hostesses for hosting the party. You can just use a regular thank you card from the dollar store. I mean, I just made these ones up. They're just super, just simple and easy because the postage is less, and with doing so many jewelry shows, I try to save money where I can. And it's just easy for me. It has a little message on there, and I just write something personal on the top. And I send that out to each of my hostesses. And then people who booked a show with me, the very next day I send them a thank you postcard. It has my face on it. That way they go, oh, look at that face. I can't cancel on that face, Look at all that free jewelry I'm getting. And then it reminds them of their date and time. So they can put that on their fridge and go, oh yeah, my party's coming up. Oh yeah, my party's coming up. But along with the postcard, I said, once again, this is a Nancy Gerald thing, okay? I didn't make this up. I send a letter, so I have to end up putting, I know it's a postcard, but I end up having to put it in an envelope because I'm putting 2 things together. It's kind of redundant, but it's just a letter, and I change the name on top. I personalize the name. It just kind of says what to do now, what to do 2 weeks before their show, 2 days before their show. It just kind of keeps them going and keeps reminding them. This is not, once again, in lieu of me coaching them. It's just kind of a reminder. And it does have a little spot that reminds them about their guest list, so I highlight and underline that. So that way, already they booked a party, they've gotten a text from me, a friend request from me, and a few days later, they get this cute little thing in the mail, and they're like, oh, I can't wait for my party. Oh yeah, I need to do that guest list, okay? So that's it's already establishing that relationship. Number 7, I try to work a month ahead of time. New jewelers, I know this is going to be tough for you at first, okay? So if you're like, but I already I have a party in April, and it's already the end of March, and I haven't started talking to them yet. That's okay. Okay? But once you get established, it works really well for me if I work a month ahead. So March 1st, I was contacting everybody for April, okay? And that way you can evaluate your calendar. If you have the shows you need, now you're just working to get those hostesses set up with your invites and everything. But if you don't have your calendar where you need it to be, then you have a whole month, almost 2 months actually, to get the bookings